How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. So I want to break down Nvidia stock in this video, go over the stock split, my thoughts on the stock, whether or not I'm buying right now, staying away, and of course, we're going to break down some charts. So sit back, relax, go down below, get your $50 from M1 Finance. Literally, all you have to do is use my link, deposit $100, and we each get $50 to invest with, and you guys could check out my Patreon if you want all my real-time moves and a bunch of exclusive perks. All of those are linked right down below. So let's get right into it. And as you all should know by now, or if you didn't know, Nvidia stock just went through a 4-for-1 stock split, which is why you can see the stock is currently trading at $194 per share. And just 2 weeks ago, it was trading at like $800 per share. So all this pretty much means is they take the share price, right, and they divide it by 4, but they multiply the shares outstanding by 4. So at the end of the day, nothing's really changing when it comes to valuation. A lot of people see this and they're like, holy crap, Nvidia is now 4 times cheaper because the stock's price just got cut by 4. False. That's not true. The stock is not cheaper. It's literally the same value, but the reason why they do this is so people getting into the market, people looking at Nvidia, they have the perception of it being cheaper, and it's just more appealing to the eye. Let's be honest. When you look at a stock that's $800, you're going to be like, holy crap, that's pretty expensive. But when you look at something that's $200, you're going to think it's cheaper. At least people that aren't that in tune with the markets. Obviously, people that are more advanced, even intermediate people, they understand that the value doesn't change. But people out there that really have no idea, right? I have friends I talk to that aren't in the markets really at all, and they see things like this and they're like, holy crap, right? It's cheaper. People like that, yes, they kind of get tricked by this, but it doesn't change the valuation. Let's just get that right out in the open in the beginning of this video. And I've covered many stocks in the past, and I want to cover 2 in particular that did splits, and we'll talk about those in a second here. And I want to show you guys what happened after they did those splits. So overall, at this point in time, when it comes to Nvidia, again, they did a 4-for-1 split, and the stock did very well today. I'm filming this on a Wednesday. You're watching this on a Thursday. The stock went up 4.3% today. It broke above both moving averages, the 50 and the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. And by the looks of it, this is holding the uptrend. We're holding a higher low. We're pushing above, like I said, the moving averages. And this, by the looks of it, wants to go up to potentially test the all-time highs, which were at about $840. But again, we saw a 4-for-1 split. So now the all-time high is at about $209. Meaning if we go from 194 to 209, let's say, there could be anywhere from 7-8% more upside from where we are right now. But for me personally, guys, I'm sitting this one out on the sidelines, at least for now, and I want to explain to you guys why. And I'm going to use 2 examples, like I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, of stocks that went through stock splits, that went down afterwards. And does that mean Nvidia is going to do the same thing? Not necessarily, but we're going to use these as reference points to kind of make our decision here. And I also want to show you, before we talk about those 2 stocks, in a perfect world, I would love to see Nvidia come down to this 180 SMA, not on the 4-hour chart, but on the yearly chart, the 1-year, 1-day chart that I have pulled up right here. That would put Nvidia right around $145, $150 per share, meaning it would have to drop another 20-25% from where it is right now. And you guys might be like, Stas, what the heck are you smoking? That is crazy. That's not going to happen. Well, the truth is, guys, you'd be surprised, especially if the markets in general, let's say SPY, QQQ, let's say we got some sort of sell-off of 5-10%, you would be surprised what individual stocks do out there. Because look, when the index goes down 5%, you have some stocks that go down 2%, 3%, the less volatile ones, but you have a lot of other stocks that go down 15, 20, 25%, and those are obviously the more volatile ones. And I would put Nvidia in that category. It's not the most volatile stock out there, but let's be honest, it's a tech name. Tech names are pretty volatile. They sell off a lot when the indexes sell off. I would think this one would sell off a chunk. So let's talk about two stocks that have seen splits. Number one is Tesla, right? They did a what? An 8-for-1? Or was it a 5-for-1? I'm losing my mind here, guys. It was it was a 5-for-1. My bad there, guys. 5-for-1 split. And this was back in September of 2020. So what? That was about 10 months ago or something like that, close to 10 months. And if we zoom in on this time period for Tesla, look at Tesla. Very similar to Nvidia in the past couple of weeks. Tesla went up from $285 to $500 pre-split. This thing went up about 45%, which is crazy. And then once that split went through, 5-to-1 split, what happened there? Tesla went from $500 to $325, which is a 35% drop. You heard that right. After the split, Tesla went down 35%. And let's see, how long was that after the split? So the split went through, let me see if I can hover over here, on the 31st of August, and we hit that low point at 327. Holy crap, was it that fast? Literally a week later. That is unbelievable. Tesla went down 35% the week after the split. So that could be an extreme example, but it is an example nonetheless of a stock split and how much the stock went down after the split. And I forgot that it went 35% down. That is just ridiculous. And if we go back, hold up, before we talk about Apple here, if you guys see Tesla, once that split went through, what happened? Boom, and ran up to 900. And that goes to show that the perception of a lower stock price may push the stock up to even higher levels that you wouldn't even imagine if the stock didn't do the split, right? So let's talk about Apple here. AAPL, this was trading, what was this trading at? Like 5 something, maybe 500, a little bit less than 500, something like that. And if I zoom into this time period, right, they did a split on the same day as Tesla, the 31st of August, and you can see after their split, they ran up for a couple of days from about 124 up to about 137, and then boom, from 137, they dropped to about 105 towards the end of September, so less than a month from when they did their split, they dropped about $30 per share, or about 25%. So they got into a bear market, not as an aggressive bear market as Tesla, but still both of them got into a bear market after the splits. And let's take a look at QQQ. Did we get a market sell-off during that same time period? Let's take a look here together, guys. And the truth is, we did. So that could be a reason why it was a sell-off overall after the split, guys. So keep that in mind as well. The QQQ dropped about 12%. During that same time period. And where were we at that time period? We were pretty freaking overbought. And where are we now? We're overbought. Look, QQQ is at all-time highs, and at that point in time, it was also, I'm pretty sure, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure, it was also at all-time highs when, they ended up splitting Apple and Tesla. So I'm seeing a lot of similar signs here to what we saw about a year ago at this point. So be mindful of that. Seriously, guys, I'm not kidding. You got to be mindful of that. If we get even a 10% sell-off in QQQ like we did back in August when Apple and Tesla dropped, even a 5% sell-off in QQQ, Nvidia is going to come down, and it's going to come down hard. And I'm not saying it's going to crash to $100, $50. I'm not saying that. That's ridiculous. But could it crash to 150, 160? Absolutely, and that is where I am going to be a buyer, right around the 180 SMA on the yearly chart. So overall, guys, that is personally what I'm waiting for a longer term swing, maybe even a longer term position. And in the meantime, I'm going to be looking to potentially day trade this, day trade this stock and potentially hop in on the in and out moves that we make intraday. But for me to hold longer term, I need to see that sell off of 10, 15, 20%. And that's kind of just the moral of the story. So if you all enjoyed the video, make sure to go down below, smash that like button, subscribe. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Are you buying Nvidia? Are you holding Nvidia from the split? Before the split, you're looking to sell, or are you waiting for the opportunity, kind of like I am here? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to check out my Patreon if you guys want all my real-time moves, buys, sells, call outs, a morning update video every single day, and a bunch of other exclusive content. Check out my Patreon down below, or you guys can go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And don't forget to get your free money, your $50 from M1 Finance. That's linked down below. Same with your 2 stocks from Webull up to $1,600. Simply deposit $100 into both of those platforms, which you then can take out, and you get that free money right into your accounts. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in again. As always, keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.